What up? It's your girl Nick. As y'all can see by the title of this video, it says Pookz, but y'all already know why it says Pookz. It's because I am reacting to one of my old videos. It's called Pookz Secret. The video that I'm reacting to is private on Studology 101's channel, and I don't know why I don't remember why we privated it, but you can't access it at all. There's no way. I mean, I don't even think we can access it. Something's wrong with the settings. So I decided to go ahead and do a reaction video to this. And the main reason I wanted to do a reaction to this is because it was something really important to me as I was growing up in life, and something that like really impacted me. And because NahitsNick is all about transparency, about me telling y'all my truth and me walking in my truth, I wanted to share this with you guys. And I hope y'all are ready for this, because it's something that was really hard for me to share back in the day. And a lot of y'all who have been rocking with Studology 101 for the longest already know what this video is about. Like I said, it took a lot for me to muster up the courage to actually put that out there. And the main reason I did put that out there was to help other people, because there is a lot of people who are still to this day dealing with a similar situation, and just dealing with this in general. And hopefully this can help you kind of cope with it or whatnot. My goal is to help you guys and give you hope that you can overcome this situation. You know what I'm saying? So let's get right to it. What's up with it?
What's up with it, y'all? Studology 101 back again. You already know.
Man, today I've been telling y'all, you know, for the longest that I was gonna let y'all in on a little secret that I had, and I've been trying to find the words really for this video, because it's been like deep my whole life, you know. Y'all hear my accent though? I mean, you could really hear it heavy back in the day, because back in the day, you know, you're always trying to like be cool or whatnot. Like, my accent was really heavy back in the day, like real southern. And I'm pretty sure it is to those of y'all who like aren't from Texas, but like I was really thugging it out back then. Really share with anybody, not even my family. So to some of my family who hasn't seen this or heard this, then had my lip pierced and everything. Oh, and don't worry about it, because it made me a better person. It made me who I am now, and it's not the reason I'm gay at all. Like, this is just something that has changed my life, and everything happens for a reason. So to the family I didn't tell, I'm sorry, it just wasn't time. So now you know. But look at Easy with the long hair, don't care. You see my bro? Man, we had some long hair back in the day. To the family that does know, shout out to them, and thanks for doing all you could for me.
I'm part of that family.
Yes indeed, yes indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Dee, she been here for me, you know. But yeah, basically the story is when I was 3rd to 5th grade, I got molested that whole time. 3rd to 5th grade. 3rd to 5th grade was like a very impactful time of my life. And before I even go any further with this video, I want to shout out to my parents who did all that they could in that situation, because they did their best for me in protecting me and everything that they thought was right at the time. And I just want to thank them for that, because they were all I had at that time, you know, to protect me. And because of them, I was able to overcome this type of situation. By an uncle through marriage, and I was living in a big house with my family in it. Like, we weren't too fortunate when I was younger, so you know, we had to double up in the house. So it was a big house, so 7 bedrooms, and all of us had our own rooms, but my uncle, I could tell my voice got a little bit shaky because I got nervous. And not only did I get nervous, it's because I was sharing this story with you guys, and I didn't know how people were gonna react, how my family was gonna react. And even to this day, I don't know if my family knows about this situation. I know my biological family has no idea about this situation, and they'll probably see it on this video, and we'll probably have a talk about it, but that's another story. But I know my adopted family, some of them haven't even seen this to this day, and now they will. So it is still kind of like tiptoeing around the subject, but it's okay because they know that I am a transparent person. They know that I'm open to talk about anything, and if anything, they can come to me and talk about stuff. So it's all right. But yeah, my voice was cracking there because I got a little bit nervous.
He lived there with us, and we had a family business at the time, so like we had to get babysat by him. He was babysitting the kids, and I was the youngest one. It was 2 girls and a boy, and I was one of the girls, you know.
Obviously.
So yeah, one day, or actually every time that it happened, what he would do to lure me in was he would take some money and wave it in the air, and I would follow him to his room. And what he did was he would touch me over my clothes, and I would cry every time. And every time he would just be like, "Get out, get out," and he would tell me in Spanish to get out of his room, and he gave me the money. So when I was little, I was manipulated to think like, okay, you do this, you get that, you know. And I didn't know it was wrong at the time, and I just knew I was uncomfortable, and I didn't know I was supposed to tell anyone, so I didn't.
Yeah, like when I was manipulated with money, that was crazy because at such a young age, that was my first experience with money, is that you have to do something to receive it, which obviously you do. You got to clock in to get a paycheck, right? But this was something completely different. Like, I didn't really understand what was going through my mind, you know. Like, I didn't understand that this was wrong because an adult was doing this to me. So like, that was something that I had to like learn as I grew up, and just like overcome that type of feeling, because yeah, like, and even to this day, like, it has affected my life, you know, and it always will. But I am coping a lot better with it, and you'll see as the story goes on.
Never tell for a long time, and one day I got fed up. It was like way too much, you know, and so excuse me for, you know, this is a tough topic, so I don't really share it with anybody. But okay, one day he came into my room, and he lured me in again, and he told me to come to his room, and I went to the room, and he shut the lights off this day. Like, it was the last night that it ever happened to me, and he shut the lights off, and I was in his room, and he stuck his hands in my pants, and I started bawling, crying, and he was like, get out, get out. He made me leave. Like, every time I started crying, he made me leave. And this time, I was crying really loud, so he was like, get out, get out. Like, he was pissed off, and he just slammed the door, and I ran all the way to my room. I passed my cousin's room, and I slammed my door, and I was crying, yelling, crying. My mama and my daddy weren't at home.
Like, literally, I remember it like it was yesterday. Like, I ran past my cousin's room, slammed the door, and I was screaming, crying, like, ah, you know, like, I was like, I felt that it was wrong in my spirit, so like, I was damaged, you know, like, so I was crying really, really, really loud that day, louder than I've ever cried. And actually, the only times I would cry was to get out of the situation, because I knew that crying makes him want to like back off, you know. And so I would always cry, and then he would let me go. But if I didn't cry, I would have to stay, you know.
It was just me and my cousin and her little brother. And so she comes to get me, and she's like, what's wrong with you? Well, why are you crying? And she coming in my room, and she's like, come to my room. So I go to her room with her, and she's like, what's wrong with you? I was like, your dad, I just couldn't talk, you know. And she was like, come on, spit it out. And I was like, your dad touches me. And she was like, what do you mean he touches you? And I was like, he touches me, and how I don't want to be touched. And I was crying at the same time. She locked the door in her room. She was like, tell me, what does he do? Where does he touch you? And I was like, my private parts. And she started crying. And I looked at her like, what you crying for? Like, why are you crying? I'm scared. Like, help me. And she was like, he does it to me too. And I was like, damn, we're in the same boat. And we just sat in her room crying, waiting for our mom.
Man, that right there blew my mind, because I wasn't in it alone. And as scared as I was, like, at that time, like, my cousin became my sister, you know, because, like, I didn't realize that she was going through that at the same time as me. And had I known, like, I would have shared a long time ago with her. And sorry I'm getting emotional, you guys, because I look back and it's like, dang, like, it's crazy that, you know, you can experience something like that and actually overcome and still, you know, be a strong person and individual about it. And I'm a very strong individual. Right now it's just emotional because I have not seen this video in a long time. And these types of situations are the kinds that you put on the back burner, you know, that the kinds that you put, you want to forget about it, so you put it at the back of your memory bank and you don't want to bring it up again. But it's important that you do let these type of emotions flow that you feel, you know, because we're human beings and it's okay to feel. And it's important that you vent, and if it's still bothering you, you gotta say something about it, you know. Even at that time, like, I think that at that time the reason I didn't cry is because, one, I was young, two, I had DZ right there to support me, right by my side, you know. And right now I'm alone, and it's completely transparent with you guys, and I'm just letting you share my feelings. But what really hurt me the most is that it was her dad and it was my cousin, and like, I wouldn't know how to act. I wouldn't know how to be if that was my father, you know. And I felt so bad for her, and that's why I cry now. And she probably gonna see this video and she's gonna get mad at me for it, because we've already had these talks after. But I know she doesn't like she's not the type to just be talking about it. And it brought us a lot closer, and we've actually been able to share our struggle through overcoming this. And it makes me feel really good. But right now I'm crying because, I mean, I just look back and I'm like, dang, I can't believe that my cousin was hurting just like me. And I wouldn't know what to do if that was my dad, you know. Like, I look at my cousin and I'm like, man, you're way stronger than I was. That was only my uncle. You know, I don't gotta live with him forever. She had to deal with stuff, you know. So, and I don't mean to put her story on blast at all, cousin. If you're watching, you already know what's up. You know, I'm not trying to put you on blast like that. But anyways, let's get back to it. Get myself together.
And my mom and my dad to get home, and her mom, because yeah, we just had to wait for somebody to get home. After that, me and my family ended up moving 8 hours away. So like, that's all my
Pause.
family could do for me, because I was adopted at birth. Now, if I wouldn't have been adopted, I believe my parents would have called the police and did what they could, but they did what was best for them and me as a family. Like, I was adopted at birth. If they would have told the officials, basically, I would have got taken away and put into foster care. So
I'm tripping on how country I sound right now, but I probably still sound the same. Maybe it's just me, I'm hearing myself different, but it's just a younger me and it's kind of funny. Anyways, that's off topic. So my parents, they did what they thought was best at the time. And at one point I look back in my life like, why didn't they call the cops? And I was just like, maybe it was because I was adopted. They didn't want to risk anything, you know, because that's one risky situation when you have a child who's still in youth and they're adopted. The system looks at all that stuff. So they literally, we packed up our stuff and moved 8 hours outside of Dallas. So we just completely like started over again.
It wouldn't have been a pretty situation either way, but my family did the best they could. And yeah, that was the big secret that I've been waiting to tell you. You know, is deep. I don't really want any pity from anyone, but yeah, I don't want no pity. I'm over it. It made me a stronger person today. No, that is not the reason I'm gay. I've been gay.
Please,
like,
because I know y'all dudes gonna be y'all the worst. We love y'all too. Y'all show us love on our comments, but then come on.
That's a
now.
fact.
that's not the reason why I'm gay.
Yeah,
No, indeed, because I was attracted to women way before that. And I just was, you know, I told y'all I used to play house with old girl that lived down the street, you know what I'm saying?
So, already know. So it ain't nothing like that.
Yeah, the playing house was before I got molested, but getting molested, like, that changed my life. It did make me look at men in a different way, like, different perspective. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but it lost my relationship with my dad. Like I told y'all, he's not allowed to like kiss me on my cheek, neck, and what kind of father can't kiss their own daughter? You know, like it's just weird for him. He blames my uncle through marriage for a lot in our relationship, but it's better now. So,
and just to clarify that my father, he can kiss me on the cheek. When I was younger, I was really fidgety after that. Like, if he tried to kiss me on my neck, you know, like when he greets me and stuff like that, I was just like, I don't want to hug. I don't want to do none of that. And it was because I got molested, you know, and it was just with any type of guy, to be honest. And it wasn't only my dad, but, you know, I felt really bad because my dad felt that way. He actually voiced that, like, hey, I feel like it's your uncle's fault, man. He ruined that for me, you know? And I did my best to like overcome that. So my dad can kiss me on the cheek now, you know? I mean, he don't kiss me on the neck, but I'm like, I still am a little bit fidgety, I'm not gonna lie. But before I get started, that is not the reason why I'm gay, guys. And I stated then, and I feel the same now. That's not the reason I was gay. I've been gay. It's something that you know. I know from a long time ago, before I knew gay was a word or gay was a thing, I knew that I had feelings for women. So this is not the reason.
Yeah, it just made me a stronger person, you know.
Yeah, we all go through things in life that make us better people. We learn from it. I mean, she's just a better person from it now. But if y'all know anybody going through any kind of child abuse at all, y'all can call the toll-free number 800-96-ABUSE, 800-962-2873. For those who, you know, don't want to go like, you know. So yeah, if y'all know anybody going through it, you know, child abuse should not be taken lightly at all. Everybody knows that, you know. Sometimes it'll get looked over though. Sometimes you don't want to tell because of this situation, this reason or that reason, but please do, because I mean,
it's serious.
Justice needs to be served, for real though. Because I mean, this happens too often to children, and children are too scared to come out and say it.
You're not taught in school to just be like, hey, tell if somebody's touching you a certain way, like, and then like, if it's within a family, it's like 10 times harder because that's like, your family, and
you don't want to ruin the
family.
You're worried about everything. Like, if they find out, please don't be mad at me for telling. Like, you don't know, you're a kid. You're like, man, I don't want no trouble. I just don't want you to touch me no more.
Exactly. When I was little, when my aunt found out, I begged her not to divorce him. That's because I was so young. I didn't understand. Today, if that was happening to me, I'd be like, man, just lock him up, do what you gotta do to get him out of my sight, you know? But I was so young, I didn't know. And that's a lot of these kids, they just don't know.
It's just ignorance. It's not stupidity, it's ignorance. You just don't know about it.
Exactly.
And that's why we need to educate our kids. I mean, if y'all are raising kids, let them know. Hey, if somebody touches you in a way you don't like, tell me. Let me know.
Don't be afraid, no matter what they tell you.
And you instill that into them, and trust and believe they will come to you. But you have to make it a big deal, because it is a big deal.
It is, but yeah, I just had to share that with y'all. It was a little hard. Boys got a little shaky, but y'all see I'm doing much better, so.
Yep, y'all already know. We love y'all. We do this for y'all.
You know, we gotta do this for y'all all the time.
Right now, we just chilling on the balcony, y'all. Yeah, just enjoying the weather. It's nice
out
here.
I ain't got no jacket on, and it's wintertime.
Yep,
so.
But it's Texas. Y'all know how it is.
You know how that goes.
You know.
But, yeah, so every other Sunday, y'all can catch us sending y'all
Every
questions.
other Sunday.
Studs at Studology101.com.
Yep.
We'll answer your questions. If you need advice, we can answer them live on your stream every other Sunday.
Every other Sunday, and that won't be this Sunday, but that'll be the next Sunday. The date is, I don't know, but next Sunday to this date. Not this Sunday, but next Sunday to this date.
We might have to get back on these every other Sunday videos.
So, also show love to our, you know, site, our website, Studology101.com, Twitter,
Yeah, Twitter.com/Studology101. That's my forte. You know, that's what I do.
Oh, that's what she does all day, every day.
Now my Twitter is NahitsNick, but the Studology 101 account is still there, so make sure y'all follow both.
I be trying to get on there, y'all, but really, it seems like once I get on there, it seems to be an ongoing process, and I don't really mess with the ongoing stuff. But
and DZ is now an ongoing Twitter user, so it's DZ Studology 101 if you want to add her also.
You know, we love y'all. Appreciate y'all watching this video. Everybody who keep tuning in, all the supporters, we love y'all. It's Pookz and DZ. You already know Studology 101.
Man, that's crazy, y'all. But yeah, I had to share that with you guys because one of my friends is kind of dealing with a similar situation. I won't put her story out there right now, but I wanted to post this video because people need to know these type of things. You know, people need to be able to overcome these types of situations. So hopefully it helps, man. Share this video with somebody out there who needs it the most. And, you know, hopefully this helps you guys. Let me know what you think about this video. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. And make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and the bell right next to the subscribe button so you can get notification when I upload on my channel. And until next time, peace.
I'm living life and it's good. I'm doing every single thing as I should. I still put in work, nothing less than I would. You can